Hey guys, and welcome. My name is NG Paradox, and we're here for some exciting times. We're back into Stellaris. Now, I know it's been a long time since we last played Stellaris. I played it ages ago when the game first came out, and I played it for quite a bit after that, and even on the channel. But since then, there's been an absence of Stellaris on the channel, and mainly that's just because I've not been playing it that much since it released, because I felt the game had so much potential, but I felt it would probably take a few more DLCs and patches for it to get really to the place where I'd want it, to compare it to like EU4 and Crusader Kings 2, and I think now is the time. Stellaris, the new DLC, Apocalypse, is about to be released, and thanks to the guys over there at Paradox Interactive, I've managed to get my hands on it slightly early so I can show you guys what it contains, as well as the free update as well. And I'm excited because I feel like this update and the updates that came before it and the DLCs before this and this one, I think it has taken the game to the place where I wanted it. Obviously there's still so much more potential for it to kind of do, and more DLCs they can come up with to kind of expand upon it, but I feel like now it's a place where I feel I can have a lot of fun with it. And as you guys know, I love to immerse myself into the game. I really felt we can do real fun things with that these days, even more with the things they've added over the last year or two. This DLC adds a lot of new things as well as the free patch. One of the main things you're going to notice is obviously things like, death weapons. You can now destroy planets or put a shield around a planet so people can't attack it. There's some really fun and crazy things they've added in this time, so I'm excited. Now, this part is going to be called Part 0, and in this part, we're going to create our empire. So if you want to know why I've created my empire the way they are, why they've got certain traits and etc., this video is for you. If you do not care, you just want to see gameplay of the new DLC, etc., then go to Part 1. That should release shortly after this video goes live. But you guys know I love to immerse myself and kind of roleplay as my characters. So in this game, we're going to try and act as what I think our empire would do. So maybe watching this video could be really good for you, because I'm not going to be trying to make a superior empire that has got all the mechanics fit perfectly together, and it's going to be an OP empire where we can try and beat the AI. I'm going to choose something that makes sense for the theme that I've chosen. And so all the things will fit together. They may not even be good things. It may be actually things that actually hurt us, but they're things that make sense for our empire. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So let's jump right in. Now remember, this is obviously still not been released yet, so there could be a few bugs here and there. I think my background is slightly bugged because that does not look correct. But you're probably asking, what empire are we going to be playing as for this new series? We're back to Stellaris. It's going to have to be something interesting. And for me, I was trying to think of a few ideas. My second idea that I'm not going to do, but I was thinking about, was going to be like a penguin race. But I decided not to do that. I decided to go for something a bit more humanoid. I decided to go for maybe a faction that has had to go through their own almost apocalypse, Because this new DLC is called Apocalypse, I thought we could start as a humanoid race, just normal humans, who have gone through a post-nuclear war. Think like in Fallout, so Fallout 4, Fallout 3, New Vegas. Think about the situation there, and I'm thinking maybe our world has gone through that, and they've moved on from it, they've united after that, and they've now gone into space. That's my idea for this series. So we're going to do it like that. I think this could be fun. It kind of fits the theme of the new DLC, as well, of course, being, maybe a few things we'll take from the Fallout games as a little nod to them, which I think would be kind of fun. And there's a new trait, if I remember correctly, called post-apocalyptic, post-nuclear war, or something like that. Let's quickly go through what we should do, though. So species name will just be humans. We're just going to be normal humans. We've gone through a nuclear war, but we became stronger after. Plural, humans. Oh. Humans. That's... oh, I can't spell today, can I? Humans. Don't know why I clicked that. Adjective. Generate. Yeah, human. That's fine. Let's go to biography. We don't need a biography. I'm fine with this. I can remember. Humanoid 1. We've got Jaffa. Cerebral. Fleet names. Armada. Do we want Armada? No, I'm thinking more like a Brotherhood Steel or Enclave kind of vibe. You know, we're going to kind of mix together the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave. That's the idea I'm going with. I think we'll call our empire like the Brotherhood of the Enclave. So it's kind of both of them in the end. They came together and they united the world. So we'll have a president, for example. That's kind of what I want to go with. But maybe he won't be... Maybe it's a dictatorship, though, because maybe he's not elected. Not completely thought through it just yet. I've just got the idea of what I want. Fleets. Humanoid 3. Expeditionary fleets. Look at that. I like that idea, the expeditionary. This is the first, first time we're going out. First wave. First fleet. Second fleet. very, very simple one there. Strike Force Basilisk. Classis 1. Don't like that. I think maybe we go with something like Expeditionary Fleet. Yeah. I kind of like this idea. Kind of like the sort... Because remember, like, in the Fallout universe, a lot of it is kind of based upon, like, the 1950s ideas of the future. I kind of feel like these names feel a bit more like sort of Star Trek stuff, like ISS, you know, Lamplar, whatever that is. It reminds me of that in a way, so let's go for that. Humanoid... Wait. Ship... Prefix, ISS. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, I'm fine with that. Traits for our people. So they've just been through, obviously, a post-apocalypse. They're still humans, though. Agrarian. Deep connection to the land. No. Thrifty. Huh. Our people may become a bit more thrifty. Let's just click through and see what we get. Industrious. No. Intelligent. No. Natural engineers. Let's not go for those. Extremely adaptive. Well, maybe from what's happened, we are extremely adaptive because of what happened. We'll click through and we'll take all the ones we don't want. After rapid breathers, slow breeders. Maybe the nuclear war has made us not as good at breeding, possibly. Slow rate. That's more like how you... Yeah, let's not go for that then. Talented, quick learners, slow learners, traditional. Quarrelsome, very strong. Weak, nomadic. No, we're going to say after we haven't become nomadic. Sedentary, communal. Not exactly. Solitary, charismatic, repugnant. Some of them could be repugnant, but we're going to say most of the ones that have survived to this day have been sort of fixing those problems. Conformist, deviant, venerable. We don't really last that long. Again, because we're going to have a mixture, like, you know, if you think of Fallout, you've got, like, ghouls and stuff. We're going to say, like, kind of the Brotherhood of Steel, the Enclave people... are the ones who kind of empower the ones who survived and have managed to kind of fix everything in the future, we'll say that. Decadent, resilient. Resilient maybe is better than extremely adaptive. Maybe we could go for that. Yeah. And we'll fight like enraged broodmothers to defend their worlds. Maybe. We might go for that instead of adaptive, because adaptive costs quite a lot. So that might be a bit too much. But yeah, we got just adaptive. That might be better. Yeah, extremely is too much. Adaptive would make a lot more sense. But that's now disappeared. Where's that? Can we not? Okay, there's adaptive. So adaptive is just slightly less. Wasteful. Conservationist. Maybe we're now conservationists now. Decadent. Fleeting. Non-adaptive. So actually, we're costing way too much. So if we take away thrifty... and we take away resilient. We could just have adaptive. Trait picks left. We could just be adaptive because we're just normal humans, aren't we? But because we've been through a post-apocalyptic situation, we're a bit more adaptive to the situation. Yeah, we'll just keep things kind of normal like that. Very boring for them. Homeworld name. We'll go for Sol. You know what? Let's go for Sol. Let's keep it just Earth. Homeworld name is going to be Earth. Alternative reality where Earth went through a post-apocalyptic situation. Star name is Sol, isn't it? I'm assuming we call it Sol. Dry, wet. We go for continental world, yeah? Wet climate. That's what we go for. Let's go for the next one then. City appearance. We'll go for humanoids. I think it's going to be quite boring on this front because we're just going to go over the humanoid stuff. But this is where things get interesting. There is post-apocalyptic here. Baptized by nuclear fire, this society has faced total annihilation and survived devastated and yet unbroken. They have rebuilt civilization from the ashes of the old world. Effects: capital starts as a tomb world. You heard that correctly. Gains the survivor trait, granting tomb world habitability plus 70%. Leader lifespan plus 10 years. So when it comes to kind of living in different places, we're going to be able to do that. Tomb world habitability, that is crazy. So we're definitely going to pick that, of course. So we need that one. Post-apocalyptic. But what are our people like? Materialists? G-state consciousness. I don't think we're that. That's probably not what we are. Materialists, egalitarian, autocratic, allows utopian living standard, cannot have impoverished living standards. Any society that does not embrace equality between its members, where an individual can rise to any position with enough hard work, it's not only deeply unfair, but ultimately counterproductive. I feel like maybe we'd slightly have that, just because of, you know, the sort of the American way of life, the Enclave, the Brotherhood of Steel. They kind of take ideas from that. So we'll go with that. Xenophobes. I feel like we wouldn't be xenophobes just because we probably met many different people in our time that have been, you know, mutated and stuff. So it won't be too crazy. Militarist. They're pretty militarist, aren't they? Because of the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel. They were quite militarist. We'll go with that then. The wars and stuff are trying to unite Earth once again after all the bombs and problems has made us a bit more of a fighter. Spiritualist, no. Authoritarian. I feel like maybe they'd be a bit authoritarian as well. They're fine with going to like extreme lengths. Now, do we make one of these? Maybe 3. Oh, we can't be both. I feel like maybe we'd be a bit authoritarian. Yeah. We would be fanatic militarists or fanatic authoritarian. Can enslave aliens. Yeah. I could imagine them being a bit more like this because the hard times needed strong leaders to kind of push them forward. We could think like the California Republic or something. Fanatic materialists. Huh. Xenophobes. Let's go for this. We can't choose that. I think we've got to put one of these two as the next one, haven't we? Fanatic militarists? Maybe we go for this then. Fanatic militarist. The ability to project force is of paramount importance. The only way to preserve our way of life is to make sure everyone shares it, willingly or not. Yeah, we've seen the horrors of war, but that hasn't stopped us. We know that obviously we've had to kind of take up arms to defend against the evil people in our lands. No authority selected. So we can't have a democracy. We could have an oligarchic, which I think is probably what we would go for. Dictatorial. That could be a good one. Imperial. Designated successor becomes the new ruler. Holds an election upon a ruler death to such a new ruler. Dictatorship would probably be what these guys would go with. Oligarchy holds an election for 20 years. Governments are suited by a small group of individuals that hold all the political power. Huh. I feel like one of those two would be the one we would go for. Military junta, military dictatorship. Let's go for an oligarchy, I feel like. You're going to have like a kind of the top brass of men of the sort of military taking over, yeah. Let's go then up the top. Aristocratic elite. We can choose one more. Barbaric despoilers. Citizen service. Corporate dominion. Core V system. The society considers it the absolute right of the state to decide where its citizens live and work. No. Cutthroat politics. Distinguished admiralty. Efficient bureaucracy. Environmentalists. Functional architecture. Meritocracy. Mining guilds. Nationalist zeal. Police state. Ooh, it could be a bit of a police state, couldn't it? Could be a bit of a police state, actually. Shadow Council. Slave is good. Warrior culture. Beacon of Liberty. Maybe that's what they want people to see them as. has democratic authority. We can't really choose that, can we? Exalted priesthood, fanatic purifiers. No. Feudal society, free haven, idealistic foundation. We can't choose that. Imperial cult, no. Inward perfection, life-seeded, mechanist. Parliamentary system, nope. Philosopher king, no. Technocracy. Okay, when it comes to going back up then, we have things like police state, which I think we'd go with, yeah. So police state, post-apocalyptic. You kind of see what we're going with now. I say it's not particularly just like Fallout. That's what I'm trying to go with. I'm just saying I'm getting inspired by that. The advisor voice.
Only in battle can the true metal of any sentient organism cry havoc.
Okay, I like it. The Empire's name. Here we go. The Brotherhood of the Enclave. Like I say, I wanted to be inspired from this type of thing. Adjective. I guess it's just really the same, isn't it? Brotherhood of the Enclave. Or the Brotherhood, I guess. We could go with the Brotherhood. Yeah, we'll just keep it the same. I'm fine with that. Next one then, flag. We want something that really shows that, you know, we mean business. We've ascended. We've been through hard times, but now we're here, and no one's going to take us down. That's kind of the idea. They've been through so much, they're not allowing someone else to take them down. Kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel, the Enclave kind of symbols, maybe. Maybe something like that. I could go with something like that. One of these domination ones, like this one would be quite useful, I think. Human, maybe. Yeah, maybe one of these as well could work out. Like, that one, it's quite a simple one, but it works out quite nicely. Not that one. Not that one either. Ornate. Let's have a quick look if there's anything that really grabs my eye. Can't really see anything there. Paradox, of course. Pirates. We're not really pirates, are we? Yeah, I think domination is one of the ones we should go for. One that kind of feels like us. You could choose the colours as well. Let's go with this one. I like this one. It's kind of like, you know, united but kind of armor. I feel like that is. We'll go with that. Primary colours. Let's go with like a nice blue. Let's go with a blue. And secondary colour, not red, not orange. No. Maybe just black. Maybe black was good. Black and blue. I kind of like that. That kind of feels kind of good. Maybe more of a purple then rather than blue. Huh. Maybe blue and purple? No, blue and purple doesn't really work, does it? Yeah, not really, is it? We'll go with the black then. Let's put this one the more different purple. That one's okay. I like that one. I can go with that. Let's pick that. Perfect. Liking that. Then, what do we want next? Let's just go back a second. We could use a different thing, couldn't we? Something that fits it. I thought it was okay as it was, but let's just have a quick check. Maybe if I look at it, it might just grab me and I'll go, okay, that one's perfect. That one looks interesting. Maybe swap the colours round and see what happens. No. I preferred it as it was. Maybe this one? No. No. I like that one. I thought that one's perfect. It was perfect, wasn't it? We'll go with the humanoid ships. I kind of like it as well. I like the aesthetics of the humanoid ships. I feel like it suits us quite well. Next then, choose the sex. We'll go for guy, I think. Name. These have got very interesting names here. I'm not fond of these name types, actually. Let's go back to the name lists. Yeah, the leader names doesn't suit it. We want something a bit more normal, I guess. What we expect these days. And none of them really do they? Yang, Maximus. Maybe this one is the best. Yeah, it just is kind of normal, isn't it? Yeah, it's a mix of different things. Okay, we'll go with that one then. Back to that then. Ship appearance, ruler. Let's see. Sergei Titov. I think it should be an American name because we're thinking it's kind of like from the Brotherhood or the Enclave perspective. They would choose someone to be president and they took over. Percival O'Malley. I could see that. Okay, we'll go with that one. Percival O'Malley. Sounds like a pretty cool name. Ruler title Archon. President. He's you know, he is, it's an oligarchy, but he's called president, you know. It reminds people of an older time, you know. They hear the stories of presidents and stuff. But yes, the heir. No heirs for them. Phonotype. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's go number 4. I can see that. Hairstyle. Maybe a bit more presentable. I feel that one could be good. Let's go for that color variance. Nope, nothing there. Clothes. Something of a president. You know, I say this is the sort of thing like he gives off the air of a president, but he's not really. It's all under his control, and the people behind him. They're all the people who hold all the power. Number 5 looks okay. Number 1, I guess, looks more presidential. Yeah. 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, not number 5. Number 2, number 1. Let's go for number 1. It's a bit more normal, presidential. That's how he likes to present himself. And there we go. I think we're done. Brotherhood of the Enclave. Humans, humanoids, survivors, adaptive, oligarchic, post-apocalyptic, military state, police state, sorry, authoritative and fanatic military. You know, we're not going to let people take this away from us. We've been through so much. And so we're going to save this then. The Brotherhood of the Enclave. I like it. Saved successfully. So there we go, guys. That is our people. We're done and dusted. Now let's go through the rules of the game that we plan to play. We're going to go with just a medium galaxy, I feel like. I don't want to go too big. Let's go for medium for now. So we can try to meet people. What do we want? Spiral ring, elliptical. Let's go for elliptical. I like the idea of that. AI empires. We're going to have it random, so I don't know. 6 to 12. I feel like it's a pretty good amount, because that 6, you know, is not that many. And 12, though, is actually quite a bit. So I feel like that can give us a who knows sort of situation. And advanced AI starts, we'll go with off. I'm not particularly fond of that. Fallen empires, 1 to 3, 1 to 2. That's, you know, it kind of goes with that, doesn't it? So 1 to 2 fallen empires. Marauder empires. 1 to 2? I mean, we want at least 1, don't we? So, do we go 1 to 2 or just 1? So I could just go with 1. Let's just go with 1 then. Because I don't really know much about these guys. This is a new thing, obviously. This controls the maximum number of Marauder empires that are allowed to spawn in the galaxy. Marauder empires are space-born civilizations that spend most of their time fighting amongst themselves and raiding their neighbors. So we don't really know how much they play and how much they affect the game, so let's just choose 1 so we can see how they play. Then in the future we'll know how to use them or how many we want to see. Maybe 2 would be fun. Crisis strength 1, everything just be 1. Mid-game start year. I'll keep all this stuff normal. AI aggressiveness, normal. Difficulty normal. Empire placement, random of course. Advanced neighbors. We don't really have any advanced people anyway. Hyperlane density 1, abandoned gateways 1, wormholes 1, and there we go. So there you go, guys. That is our people. That is the rules of playing for this game. I hope you'll join us for this story as we tell the story of the Brotherhood of the Enclave. After their post-apocalypse, can these people survive and move on from the situation? Or will our disaster bring us down because it makes us too hard when it comes to meeting other people? We'll have to wait and see, but I hope you guys will join me for the story. You know how I like to play, immerse myself in roleplay, and that's how we're going to do it. So I'll see you guys next time.